Well, hello, Kiwi. Um, Welcome to Church Has Glasses. That is supposed to, invoke those feelings. By the way. The whole aesthetic of Church Has Glasses is, based on, growing up in the church, as the kids say. Mildly triggered. Don't worry, we don't say any thinly veiled homophobic or sexist things here. At least not yet. I want to apologize ahead of time. I'm not running on a lot of sleep. Yeah, I can't be for sure. I can't be for sure how things will end up here. I'm running on a little less sleep than usual because I went to a very late showing of Dix the Musical with my brother and his lovely life partner. I mean, they're in a relationship. They've been together forever, but they're not. I think they're common law married at this point, but I don't know the law. We saw Dix the Musical, which is perfect for a church setting stream to talk about, because it is very gay and very offensive. But yeah, it is funny that you started off by saying, "I don't think I've been here early enough." I was like, "Yeah, this is the vibe every Sunday morning. It's welcome to church." I try to do some sort of impromptu sermon or rant at the beginning, and then I play video games for hours, using some it's been years since I've been to any church. Yeah, it's just sometimes you miss it, and by miss it, you miss the parts that make you feel good, almost like they were designed to trigger you emotionally. Maybe to manipulate you? I don't know. I don't want to say for sure. I don't want to say for sure things that are designed to manipulate you and change your thinking. It's all a mystery. But thanks for coming. Thanks for coming by, Kiwi. It has been a while. And things have changed slightly. I don't know how long you'll hang around, but I feel like I must warn you. October has been all horror games and movies. And the game that I play on Sundays is probably the most scary / disgusting, called Resident Evil VII, about a family in the South that has been corrupted by some I don't know, how would you describe it? It's definitely disgusting. Every scene has been a little bit gross. I knew this was happening and I still showed up. Well, and I'm also getting towards the end, so it might not make a whole lot of sense, but all you need to know, of course, is that evil be happening in a residence, and I need to stop it or get out. Hence Resident Evil. And it's been happening a while, hence the 7. But yeah, I'll just turn you down and play a game myself over the top so I can look away. I saw, because Discord is like Discord is a games narc. I saw on Discord that you were playing Baldur's Gate, which is a game I've considered playing. But like with Fallout or what's that other game? Fallout or Skyrim, I'm worried to start playing it. Let's play a campaign and stream it. I'm not completely opposed to the idea. I'm down to do it. The thing that worries me is that it's going to take over everything, not just the stream. Like, I'll wake up and be like, what's NYPD Blue? It's time to play Baldur's Gate. I'm unemployed and will play 24/7. Oh, wow, that's a bump. I'm sorry to hear that. We might have to... That's exactly what will happen. Let's go. But that's always a worry of mine in my weird semi-adult brain, where it's like, when I was younger and I had the time, I also am playing Elden Ring and love it much less. Well, that's Elden Ring, Bloodborne, and Dark Souls. Those games have been recommended to me by a gentleman named Benjamin, who goes by Ben. He tried to get me to play Bloodborne, and I'm like, this sucks. Because it's hard. And everything's depressing. And he's like, well, that's how From Software games work. ER is my first Souls game, and it's just so open-ended, and I hate dying. And Elden Ring was another one where I was like, should I get into Elden Ring? And I was remembering what happened when I started playing Bloodborne. And I was like, boo. Boo. B-O-O. Boo to this game. And Elden Ring does seem like... Can confirm, no to Elden Ring, yes to BG3. Well, I'm gonna need something to do. After October, because after October's over, I'm not playing these horror games anymore. Even though the game on Wednesday is a little more cute than horror, even though it has little horror undertones, I think I'm starting to get to the scary stuff in that one. I have a mic, a streaming cam, say the word, and I'm in. Well, I'll be one of those douches. I'll have my people talk to your people, aka I'll text you after the show. To talk about details. That's another fun realization about doing streaming and podcasts. And it's funny when you have a moment where you're like, this is why people have social media managers, because I don't have fucking time to do this. I don't have time to work out the SEO of my hashtags. I don't have the time to make a million clips of this funny thing and put it on everything. I don't have the time to figure out why suddenly... Good news, I'll be the social media manager. Well, it's important to know. It's important to know, Kiwi. I don't have any money. Like, I obviously, it'll be an unpaid intern position, which is apparently okay in the society. Slave labor. But oh, I'm also starting to feel, I'm feeling a little stuffy, man. That's not good. I do not want to get sick. I'll do it out of the goodness of my heart and for the sake of curing my boredom. I mean, you got Baldur's Gate. And you got Elden Ring. Elden Ring is so... Oh my gosh. It was also funny, because the only thing I knew about that game for a while was that George R.R. Martin wrote it. And then I saw an interview with George R.R. Martin where he's like, they wanted to make a game, and then they told me, write the history, and then this game takes place after it. And I was like, so he didn't write the game. He wrote the lore behind the game. And then these nerds at From Software made a game, and then refer to the things he wrote. That's not writing the game. He didn't write it like Red Dead Redemption 2. Which, if you need a cure to boredom, Red Dead Redemption 2 is the game I'd recommend forever. Because 1, it's long, 2, it's awesome, and 3, it'll probably make you cry, because it's a damn good story. I've never played Mass Effect. I've heard slightly good things, but I've also heard that the ending of the whole series, like, really brings the whole thing down, which is a bummer and a half. But yeah, I think And this is how you know I'm a fake ass gamer girl. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 was my last like dive in of a game, and it's not even that like intense. It's not a Skyrim or a Baldur's Gate or an Elden Ring or a Dark Souls. Like it's not a complicated, hard game or really intricate game. It's just so dense and filled with so much Western cheat. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. Now I'm thinking about Red Dead Redemption 2, and I definitely can't play that again. There's too many games to play Red Dead Redemption 2 again. It's also kind of another game that I'd recommend, Kiwi, which was the game that I would have played till the end of time if October didn't come around, and I was like, let's play some horror games, because I never play horror games. I'll watch horror movies now, but I don't play a lot of horror games. That's how to do it. That is how you do it. There's a game called Power Watch Simulator, and that game is perfect for just massaging your brain into... It massages your brain into feeling fantastic, and it's a great game to put on with like a podcast or like a movie in the background. And I was playing that on this stream, Church Has Glasses, for a long time. Like I was playing it and I felt like it got to a point where I was like, I should probably stop playing this, because really, especially if there's no one to chat with on the stream, it's just me listening to vaguely worship music. Say less, it's me listening to this music and me watching me just cleaning off like a skate park. But it's a fun game. And they put out DLC every once in a while, and coming soon they're gonna have you clean the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and I was like, well, obviously I'm gonna do that like 8 times. They already have DLC for SpongeBob, and I think some other games, other big game locations. I play a little to the left. Those vibes too. It's a good one. It's a good game. Excuse me. Also, it's been a while since you've been here, Kiwi. I feel like I should mention new options were added to Kirk Bucks, including changing the hat to a bandana. You know, so it gets way too, what's the word? Way too gangster in here. I've also added the ability to add more than one pair of glasses, so I have to somehow attach another pair of glasses to my face while still being able to see. Yeah, I've changed. If there's one thing, this is the face of drastic change. Even though I'm still streaming after all these years. And I'll be doing the fourth year of Extra Life. But this year there won't be any games in that, though, which is kind of interesting. I think that's going to be really fun. I've been trying to work out... And hey, if you'd like, exactly all movies. And I'm trying to work out... what the incentives for that stream will be, because I think one of the reasons that I'm not just raking in money for sick kids, besides the fact that everybody's selfish bastards who hates helping sick children, which I don't want to believe, but I'm trying to work out incentives, and every time I search it, it's all about, like, torturing me, which is what I don't want to do. Like, every single time I search, like, what would be a good incentive for Extra Life? Like, take hot sauce shots. And I'm like, no. I shouldn't have to destroy my digestive system to help out children. And then one of them was like, shave your head. And I'm like, I'm not getting rid of all this work. You think that's easy? Maintaining this? This lion's mane? I'm not just gonna take clippers to it to help out sick children. That's your job. No, I'm just kidding. I have a couple ideas. I just wanted to nail them down before announcing them on the social medias and elsewhere. But I just don't know what to do. I know that I want to, if I want to get past, if I get past the goal from last year, or not the goal, what I made last year, I'm probably going to chug a half gallon of milk. Because honestly, can you give away more Kirk bucks? I have no control about the distribution of Kirk bucks. That's just based on like a time thing of watching the stream. I have no control on that. But the incentives for like the Extra Life would be based on the actual dollar donations, like real money, not like crypto or NFTs. And most people who have successful Extra Lives are like, oh, if you give this amount of money, you get to taser me in the balls. And I'm like, well, I don't want to taser myself in the balls. And why is it always about like hurting or affecting me in a negative way? Why can't it be more fun? Yeah, it's also annoying because all of those donations are going to be through the Extra Life website. So I'll have to be checking those donations and the notes. Because one of them, and I guess, you know what, I guess it's time for a little exclusive. A little Kirk Has Glasses exclusive. I have two incentives planned out. One of them is, during the stream, I'm going to be wearing a blank gray t-shirt. And if you spend, I believe it's $25, you will write it in your donation, and I will write or draw it on the shirt and wear it on stream. The only caveat being, of course, it can't be hate speech or something something extremely offensive or out of pocket. So for $25, I will be drawing on my shirt, or writing on my shirt the entire stream. I believe $35. You donate $35 to sick children. I'm not seeing this money. Children who are sick are seeing this money. $35. For those who do not know, I used to post weekly a Blockbuster review where I would review a movie while playing a Tetris game and only during the Tetris game. For $35, you tell me the movie, I'll do a review of it. I'll watch it. If I have to rent it, I'll rent it, review it while playing Tetris, and put it out for you. Because people have requested it. Like, randomly, I get a request during a stream where it's just like, that is a wonderful price. But the caveat to that, of course, is I'm not going to do porno. Okay, I'm not going to review a porno. And Kiwi, why are you already trying to find the way? you're already circumventing the joy to the pain. But yeah, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think one person, once they find out that you can do that, they're going to make me review a movie that we've talked about that they know I absolutely hate. Because even when we talked about it recently, I was like, yeah, that movie's great if you, like, hate movies. Like, a movie's great if you need a nap. So I imagine that'll happen. Watching you hate a movie is one of the most fun things. Oh yeah, like the last Church Has Glasses. For Friday the 13th, I watched the remake of Friday the 13th, and I also watched Freddy vs. Jason. And Friday the 13th, the remake, which I believe was 2009, was one of like the shittiest horror movies I'd ever seen. That like does not understand the spirit of Friday the 13th. And I feel like I don't even fully understand it, but I understood it more than the people who made the remake of Friday the 13th. One, and just to give you just to give you a little bit of the most fun things. Every Friday the 13th has an element of adults, young adults, they have to be of age, young adults having premarital sex and then getting killed by this monster man. Friday the 13th, the remake was like, yeah, all those movies had moments where women were naked, so all of them are gonna get naked. We're gonna see all of their boobs. All of them. And it honestly got to a point where I was like, could we stop? I get it. The women are gonna have sex with the dudes. You like after the fourth time of seeing a woman take her top off in that movie, I was like, dude, even the movies from the 80s of Friday the 13th, it happened like once or twice. It was not gratuitous, but we all knew it was gonna happen. We knew we were gonna see boobs. We were gonna see boobs. Why is premarital sex a prerequisite for being murdered? Because they're sinners. It's turning into church. If you have sex before marriage, you will get pregnant and die. Mean Girls. Some year that I don't remember. But that was always the point of those 80s, the 70s, 80s, mostly 80s, 90s slasher movies, is like, you have sex, we see your boobs, that means you're gonna die, we get it. But the Friday the 13th remake was like, oh no, you're a woman in this movie, we're gonna see your boobs. Which is not how it's supposed to work. That's not how it was supposed to work. And honestly, it's shocking to me. If your boobs are seen, you will die. What a terrible omen. Well, it's and I don't want to be like, it is shocking to say this. I understand what it means to say this. If a movie from the 80s has a more respectful portrayal of women than your movie in the early or mid or late, I can't remember the year, in the 2000s, you've done a shitty job. Like, I did watch all of the Friday the 13th movies not super long ago, because they were on HBO. What is it? Now it's just Max. There's no HBO. I watched it on Max, and I was like, well, I've never seen these, and then I started to get caught up in them, and they were fun. And there was one where there was a woman who was like, knew her shit, was a camp counselor, was on top of her job, dirty minds. She was beautiful, and she did get naked, but it wasn't like having sex with a dude. It was just like she went skinny dipping by herself. She was also shown to be someone who got in shape, who like took no shit, and it was like, oh, here's an independent. And she also didn't portray her as dumb. And she's like, here's an independent, attractive, no nonsense, good at their job, capable woman. And she got naked to go swim in the lake, didn't even have sex with anybody, and then Jason murdered her, but it had nothing to do with her, life, her sexual life. It had everything to do with the fact that Jason doesn't want you at his lake. That's all. Don't come to Camp Crystal Lake. It's my domain. All the counselors were banging and doing drugs when he was drowning as a child. He somehow lived, turned into a giant muscle monster man, and he doesn't want you at the lake. That's all you need to know. But that woman was kind of dope, and she got naked. And then fast forward to 2000 something, and it's like, oh no, if you're a woman in this movie, unless you're the main star, who I think was like, I'm not getting naked for your shitty movie. If you're a woman in this movie, we're seeing the boobs. It was almost like must have been written in the contract. Like, hey, you want to be in this movie, we're seeing them. And it was just a bummer. Just a bummer. Anyway, that was my second rant on the Friday the 13th remake. Apologies. Where are we? Oh yeah, I gotta play Resident Evil 7. And I'll be honest, at this point, I don't think I can explain what's going on. Mostly because I'm not sure. I thought I knew what was happening in this game, and then it kind of took a left turn at Bonkers Town. And I know now. That's fine, I'm along for the ride. And also, while I have you here, Kiwi, I do recommend, if you have a chance to go see it, Dix the Musical. Dix the Musical is a movie that I don't know why, but I think you specifically will enjoy the humor in it. It's very offensive. I will warn anybody who might be watching. Okay, it's not... It's more... I know how it sounds. I know how it sounds. Dix the Musical is a... It was a musical, or it is a musical, made by two gay dudes who in it star as two straight brothers. And it's really them making fun of straight white dudes. But also Megan Thee Stallion is in it as their boss. And Nathan Lane and Megan Mullally play their parents. It's basically a warped version of Parent Trap. And it is a musical, and it is very offensive. But I watched it last night, and it's very funny. You just have to not be easily offended, and you're okay with crazy left turns. That movie's filled with a lot of like, what is going on? But it was dope. Also, a lot of gay content. A lot of gay stuff. Which, as we know, if anybody understands gay culture, it's this guy. Yeah, director of Borat. Yeah, it was funny. I was laughing really hard. Yeah, it's a very hard movie to explain. But I can say quite honestly, it's these two gentlemen are making fun of straight men culture, if that makes sense. And it was very funny, and it is a musical, full on musical numbers. It was good. It was a good time. Jeez, should I start this game, huh? Should I start this Resident Evil VII Biohazard? Means we'll have to turn down the vaguely worship sounding music. I also was not wearing this hat forward. All right. Okay, let's see if I can pick this thing back up. I know that the last time I was playing, I was on a boat where it was revealed Ethan must say again goodbye to his wife, and he sets off to find Evelyn, the source of it all, and stop her. So yeah, like a little demon girl is responsible for corrupting a family in the South, and made them like these immortal monster being things. And really, like I don't know if you've ever seen this game, but this family had a pretty dope house and just a dope property altogether. And oh yeah, I got coin, so I can get the Magnum for Magnum gun. Everybody, get your mind out of the gutter. Magnum for 9. Do I have 9 coins? I don't think I do. I do have 9 coin. Okay. I can get the Magnum, or I can get faster reload and more health. Fun fact, I think I own Resident Evil game on PS2 at some point. Was that a thing? Yeah, Resident Evil's been around forever, and I know they had a game on PS2. I have not played them very often. This is the first time I've played through an entire Resident Evil game. I started Resident Evil 4, which is like the Mad Notes. People love Resident Evil 4. Small bottle containing tissue samples from Evelyn, so I imagine I have to keep that. Let's act like an American and grab some guns. Boom. Boom. Okay. Oh, balls. Iron power handgun acquired from the... Oh my gosh, this is where I forgot what... what are the things I should grab versus things I should leave. Because now I have a couple different kinds. Oh, you can only contain 3 at a time. Okay, alright. Okay, so we're definitely bringing the machine gun. We should definitely bring the grenade launcher, because that helped out a lot. And also apologize, I take inventory management very seriously. Because I know how important it is to make sure you pack your bag right. You're gonna die of inventory management when we play Baldur's Gate? Oh, shit. Because that's... help, words. Correct me if I'm wrong, because that's based on D&D. It's a D&D-based experience. 2 different guns. Oh, man, and I remember when I was playing D&D with D&D. What am I, a noob? I remember playing D&D, and I remember really taking my inventory management very seriously, because it was like, look, man, this game's about integrity, okay? And if I can't carry this, then obviously I'm not going to carry it. Meanwhile, I'm playing with people, no offense, who the rules weren't exactly important to them. I remember a lot of times looking at them going, obviously we can't do that. And apparently I'm a buzzkill. I wish you understood how ready I am to play this game with you. Well, I miss D&D so much. Because role-playing games are so fun. Alright, let's actually take a look at what we got here. Machine gun, we're definitely taking. The burner, definitely taking. Oh, I need grenades. What's gonna come out for the grenades to go in? Do I have? I don't have. Where's the? I don't have that many. Oh, booty. Okay, well this is gonna be going. Gonna go back then. We're gonna need a handgun, period. I don't. What? Hold on. Now I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy because this is who I am. Deep down, inside, I have to look at the difference in the gun. This has 10. That has 9. Obviously, we're getting rid of the 9 one. Alright. I swear this game gets scary. This game is not about the existential dread of inventory management, which I know scares a lot of other people, but I love it secretly, deep down in my soul. Because guess what, guys? Inventory management? It's just Tetris with actual things. Okay, so I got some health. Let's do this. Let's bring the herb so I can make health if I really start dropping. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Let's take a look-see. Get an idea of what is where. Oh, that's right. Let's buy this. I'm not going to buy the Magnum. I'm not going to buy the Magnum. Okay, guys? Why? Because I think smart. I don't think flashy. And the Magnum, sure, it's cool. But I don't have a lot of Magnum ammo. But I could always use more health, and I could always use more reload speed. And I realize as I stand here, if I buy that, I won't have any space to put it in. So we'll move over the knife. Oh my gosh, you have to do one by one? That's stupid. That's really dumb. I don't like that. Also, a fun thing about my character, if you've never heard of this game, my arm was cut off in the very beginning, and they just sewed it back on and put a Fitbit on it. And that's actually how I see my health. My new hand. Boom. So let's take some drugs. Put the coin back. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Are they watching us from that helicopter? Salt mine. There's a collapse in the Patterson mine. Tune and Beckford are dead, and Huxley will never walk on his own again. Old man Stan was right. Ground here is unstable. Company's not going to send us any replacements. They want us to work double shifts instead. I can't wait to go back to the old country. Okay. Let's, Oh my gosh, this is where... Apologize, that's how I came in, guys. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Right, I went through this. The radio went off. It sounds like we're being watched. Oh boy. Okay, autosave feature. Now we're playing Resident Evil. But yeah, the only game I played was Resident Evil 4, and I stopped playing because the tank controls were frustrating me so much. You've got to be kidding. Right now? Alright. It doesn't need a lot of bullets if you keep your aim true. Alright. You dopey, gross monsters. Oh, I don't have any space. Okay. Well, since I already screwed up my own inventory management, let's use the psychostimulants to see if there's shit around. There are. Cool. Shotgun shells. Ooh, machine gun ammo. Oh man, these always suck. Herb! Yeah, you do heal up by eating herbs, which they don't want to say is weed, but I'm just gonna, it's part of my head canon. And I know if I drop anything, it just disappears. Should have left the burner. This is part of the game that I feel like I must frustrate everybody, where it's like I run back just to fix something in my inventory. There's so much chem fluid out here. What in the balls? So much shit out here. And there would be burner fuel. I'm such a doucher. Okay. I just want to be prepared before I go into this mine that's definitely going to be filled with spooky ookies. I don't want to be caught off guard and looking like a jackass running in circles. Even though that's exactly how horror games work. They trick you and then they make you look foolish. Oh shit, it's getting dark. Shit, like that. Come on, man. Starting to get a little sweaty. Starting to get a little sweaty. Nah, motherfucker. Okay, fine. Play it your way. Seemed like that character took fire to the face a little too well, but, you know. Aw, you dick. Really? You're gonna do this shit? That also means some of these boxes can explode too. Alright. Alright. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I heard you coming. I heard you coming. What in the balls? Are you kidding? That's a way to get more shotgun shells. Use shotgun shells. Kiwi, if you're still here, have you been playing Baldur's Gate solo style? Do you already have like a crew? A group of homies? Because I understand you can play it both. But I also heard in like a review you have to manage everybody in your team if you're playing it by yourself. And as I understand it, it could be... Oh my gosh, don't make this a maze. Don't make this a maze. Oh, cool, we got bombs. Then I have an ongoing campaign with Nikki where we're still good, and we have a group campaign with another friend where we're trying to be evil. Are you not successful in your evil campaign? And yes, if solo, you control the whole party. Oh my gosh. That sounds like so much inventory management. Okay. Alright, well these are coming out of areas that I already checked, so that's gonna make me pissed. The other lady struggled to choose the evil options. We hate being mean. What? I do too. I'm not even gonna pretend. But 2 people, I think, is the prime option. Then you each get yourself and 1 NPC companion. I will say, dear Lord, when I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2, because you can do evil and good choices. If you do the evil options, like, you just feel like a bastard, dude. It's so shitty. Like, the game is written so well if you do the good options, because, like, then there's actually an arc. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? You need to go to a dentist. Gosh. Because, like, Red Dead Redemption is written in a way that your character is supposed to be a bad guy who learns through the experiences, like, oh my gosh, maybe we're in the wrong, and maybe I can be better than this. Okay, well... Oh, I gotta push this thing. Also, BG is just so deep that each game I'm still discovering new things or new dialogue. Red Dead Redemption does that too. Look, I'm not saying Red Dead Redemption 2 is better. Do not take that as what I'm doing. I'm just talking from the only game that I've been, like, I dived into recently. There is shit that people are still finding in that game this many years later because they just put so much random encounter shit in those games. So when you go to the Reddit and there's just people like, has anyone seen this yet? And it's just some crazy thing, like a ghost train. And people are like, I've played this game 7 times, had no idea this was in it. Absolutely. And it makes me worried a little bit about crunch in games, where they talk about, like, teams that just didn't go home. like, no, we just lived at the studio for about 6 months, and all we did was work to make sure this game is beautiful from beginning to end. And it's like, well, I didn't want you to suffer, but I do enjoy your game. Oh, with the handgun until further notice. Whoa, hey bud. I see what you did there, you sneaky bastard. Aha, see? Knew it. Some of them are bombs. Computer. Technology. Civilization. Friday, January 16, 2015. Thanks to you guys, it's been about a week since my head's been clear and back to normal. And she still thinks she's got me. You guys really need to work out on fixing that. Not only does she look like a little kid, stupid as one too. Mom and dad are still totally under it, though. I was wondering if the whole family obsession is something you guys programmed into her. It's kind of fucked up. That bitch Mia. Yeah, this game starts because Mia, who is like your boo, sends you an email that's like, "Oh my gosh, Ethan, come save me." And then it turns out Mia's possessed by this crazy like demon girl. Somewhere between Evie, La La Land, and reality. She gets pretty violent, so I locked her up in a cell. Thought maybe Evelyn would get mad since Mia is her favorite and all. Doesn't seem to care. She actually goes and visits her sometimes. She thinks Mia's her mommy, like I said. Your bioweapon is fucked up. Evelyn's family obsession is getting out of hand. She's making everyone kidnap more and more assholes off the street to add to her freak show of a family. Maybe she's getting tired of Mia not coming around. By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin is getting all wrinkly. And she's getting gray hairs. Is that supposed to happen? She almost... Oh, no. Is Evie that old woman I've been seeing? Oh, no. No. That old woman who's been creepily just around everywhere that I was like, I don't trust this woman. You can roll back the tape. I said I don't trust her. Bitch. Check your corners. Minutes after dose, death. 12 minutes after cell notification. Gross. This is really about how corporations are killing all of us. Oh no. I assume that's what I needed. Neurotoxin. Toxin must first be simulated before use. Do this by placing a sample of the E-series cells into the neurotoxin container. So this is the cure for this fucking crazy bitch who's been making people into zombies made out of black tar. The project was instigated in 2000 as one of several concepts for the company NextBass. Initiative working on the technical problem differently. Converting hostile elements into willing servants. since effectively eliminates the cost of only POW handling, but also combat itself. It's no wonder why we had the blank and even the blank's blank organization chomping at the bit to get on board. Project would have never existed if not for the discovery in blank of blank, the remarkably progressed Vicarian evolution fungus we commonly term mutacmate, mutamicate, that, yeah, you can read it. Fabrication method for each bioweapon introduced genome. Result organism is referred to as a candidate specimen of graded base. Series A through D, the perfect E series. A common appearance selected for the bioweapons, roughly a 10-year-old girl to ensure ease of blending in. I will say this about video games. It's kind of a bummer that it's always little girls. Like, that's not cool. Bioshock, horror games, it's always little girls that were like, hey, let's experiment on their bodies. Seems not cool. I'm sure that there's a big message in that, but I'm too white, male, and heteronormative to understand that. Evelyn capable of secreting the blah 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 from her tissue. Controls exerted in a series of discrete stages. The first is isolation, almost immediately after infection. The subject begins to see images of Evelyn. In fact, not there. Even hear her voice, which is inaudible to anyone else. Auditions within. Wait, I've been seeing her. Oh shit! Did she mute? Did she get into my body? Oh, booty, booty, booty. Learning about evil organizations through text. Building organisms, fungal filaments. The term organisms molded, made of mold. Researchers have been calling these superorganisms the molded, made of mold, and also molded as in shaped. I love how they explain. That's so scientific where they explain their nickname. They're calling these superorganisms molden, made of mold, and also molded as in shaped. The name has a certain elegance to it. And then they compliment themselves on their nicknaming abilities. We nicknamed them this because of this and this. We did a good job. Science. And then they high-fived. The treatment of accidental infections performing blank on the samples of Evelyn's body tissue produced unique fungicidal serum. Exploring the serum potential. Interesting in Evelyn's behavior. Mother or father training her. Why we settle upon family as a theme for mental control. This is just speculation, but it could be that she instinctively understands that a family unit is better suited in blending in social groups than a lone girl. On the other hand, sentimental sort. So they engineered a bioweapon that is a little girl, and then, of course, it fucks up and starts killing people, and here we are. Flame rounds. Alright, save the game again. I think it's the writers wanting to use the audience's natural instincts to protect little girls. Stories wouldn't be as effective if all the victims were assholes who deserve to die. Which is what they do with horror movies. They make these characters that are you instinctively hate, so that when they start murdering them, you don't really seem to give two shigs. Also, hi Shadow, lovely to see you. I actually was talking about you last night. All positive. Where I was talking about the stream, and they were like, "Oh, someone was like, do you have like regulars?" I said, "Yeah, I have a handful of regulars." And one of them specifically, I think, shows up just for the movies, because I seem to see Shadow at the movies a lot more often than the games, which is fine, no problem. But yeah, I was like, "Yeah, this guy Shadow," and they're like, "Do you know anything about him?" I was like, "Not really. I don't know anything about him," which means he's obviously up to something. But yeah, I was like, "Oh no, Shadow's a cool dude." I have so much shit. So much shit. And if I'm... balls. This is the problem with my inventory management. I also hoard everything in a game. Okay. Up to eating these eggs. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying some eggs. Oh wow, they're in packs of 300, so keep that. Let's do this. Move you over, and we'll move you over. Oh, actually. Move you over. And we'll have a full stack of handgun ammo. I wasn't kidding when I said this game mostly just turns into inventory management with me. Let's bring... I have so much crap. Okay. Let's make some shit. Let's make some shit first before we switch out to the grenade launcher. Wow. Bring over... I have so many strong chem. And I'm playing on easy. I don't even need to do this. I'm just so neurotic about dumb sheet. Let's make a couple of these. Make that. Make that. Go over here. Let's drop all those over. Drop that over. Let's drop you over. Let's drop you over. And let's get some of that enhanced handgun ammo over. Do I have another stack? Oh, 2. That's booty and a half. And let's bring over to the grenade launcher. And these 2 bad boys. And a neuro round. What the hell is that shit? L2. I don't even know what this does. I'm excited to find out. Alright, hi-ho silver. Alright. I've played an hour, and so far I've reset my inventory about 4 times. Enhanced handgun ammo for... I drop the remote bombs completely? I frickin' did. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. I just have to apologize and apologize some more. I swear I'm not like this all the time. It's not true, I am. Alright. Let's go. Well, Shadow, I hope you're enjoying your eggs with a side of neurotic horror gameplaying. Oh, it's always... Why do you always get into water, man? I always get into this dirty-ass water, and there's stuff in it. There's somebody singing. There's somebody singing, and I don't frickin' appreciate it. Don't appreciate the singing. Oh, she's watching the Eras tour. Topical. No! No! No, man! What? No. Fucking A. Everybody relax. Okay? Everybody calm the hell down. Eat that herb. Hmm. Gross. Not happy. Ugh. I shouldn't have even done the remote bombs. Once I got to this shit, it was a waste. Oh, more remote bombs. Cool. No, no, stop it. I just do not want something to come up from behind me. Which I think is what really everybody wants. See ya. Save point. Point of no return. That's a trick, man. I've played this game enough. I imagine that would have been hard if I wasn't on easy. But as we know, I'm a bit of a bitch when it comes to horror games. And I'm just trying my best. And I want to enjoy the story. But I also want to stop being so scared. Okay, let's party. I know there's going to be a boss at some point, and that boss is going to be mean. They're going to be mean. They're going to be rude, and I'm not going to like them. They're probably going to be gross and angry. And I really don't need that in my life right now, but I'll deal with it. It means saving the world or saving my Mia. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so my left foot is asleep. Ow. Boy. Oh, I knew it. Fucking knew it. She was in that wheelchair, and she was suddenly all over the goddamn joint. I'm gonna find out that that old woman was the girl, and that girl fucking sucks. Oh shit, I'm back at the house.
I'm sure of it. It's not here. It's gone. It's gone.
About this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little sweaty under the... Why can't I push that door in? Don't like that. Why is it so fucking quiet? Oh yeah, this is when... Yeah, this is when Mia beat the shit out of me early in the game. 1 point...
This is your fault.
Why am I seeing this?
You're not real. You're not real.
Ethan, it's okay.
You're not real.
It's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
Kill him, Mommy.
But you shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts!
He doesn't want to be my daddy? Then he can die. Now it's Mommy's turn to kill you.
Oh, yeah. I remember there was a way, they said there's a way out through the roof, and then I got caught. But now I imagine that Mia's up there, and she's gonna wanna, you know, a little revenge for not saving her, but saving Zoe, who was actually a G and helped me out in this game rather than just kicked my ass every 5 fucking minutes.
Ethan, help me.
He's evil. Do not trust her. Do not trust this woman. Okay, well, is she here? Wait. Oh, you're real. Why did it hurt? That doesn't make no sense. Was she not real? What the fuck? This is weird and I don't like it.
Where the fuck are you?
Oh, and oh my gosh, and Hetrick told me I got the bad ending, which means I might just die in here. I'm also very confused. Did I break the game? Bitch. Bitch. I'm getting sweaty. I'm getting sweaty under the pits and behind my neck. I'm not. Oh my gosh, my knee, not my knees, my legs.
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nicely.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
Forget about me. You don't understand.
Clearly. I thought this was just a normal relationship fight, but apparently it involves chainsaws. Okay, well, now that we've closed the door... The fuck?
I don't want to hurt you.
You have a funny way of showing it.
Leave me to die. Contained. She must be contained.
Can we contain you as well? My god. Oh my god. gosh. We got an earthquake going on in this house? What room do I go to next? The fuck? I feel like I must be at the end of this thing. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I'm starting to understand. Oh, fuck. Hold on, hold on. Let's actually use some of our shit here. Oh, fuck. Get up, asshole. Alright. Alright, bitch. I have my headset on, which has a mic, and 3 times now I've gone to say something to you and forgot that it's a stream and not doing it. Knew it. That old bitch! Well. That was a bad idea on my part, what I did. Fuck. Fuck. What do I do? Oh, shit. Lord. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know what to do. Fuck. Ow. 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 Fuck. Jeez. I can't. Ow. 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 use it. I don't know what it is.
Playtime's over.
Oh my gosh, it's so gross. Ow. Can I get some medical attention over here, please? Thanks for all your help, guys. I know you were watching from the helicopter. Didn't think to, I don't know, get involved. Maybe, you know, provide some support. This is the frickin' MCU cameo, right? To connect it to the other Resident Evil games that are not as good as this one.
I'm Redfield.
Yep.
I'm glad we found you.
The fuck took you guys so long?
I cannot wait to be done with this babysitting job and come home to my loving husband. I miss you. I gotta get back to work. I love you, Ethan. I miss you so much. I'm sending tons of kisses. Bye, baby.
I didn't save her. Okay, well that's a phone. Like, those are expensive. You don't just throw that out the window of the helicopter.
They say that when one door closes, another opens. Well, a door closed tonight. And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Me and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way. But now Evelyn's dead. And these guys are here to clean up the mess. I had just come to terms with losing Mia the first time. But now I've lost her again. And the only other door I can see is closed.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a teaser for maybe the next game, or... Oh, damn. Interesting credits. Well, after this is over, I'm gonna have to look up how the ending is different if you actually save Mia. Because I didn't. I'll be honest. What basically happened with that was like, do you want to save Zoe, the person that's been giving you advice and trying to help you out, who wants to end the shit with the family? Or do you want to save Mia, who literally has been kicking your ass most of this game because she's possessed by, like, Demon Baby? And I'm like, well, you know, for me it's not a hard decision. I want to save the person that helped me out, and then right after I did it, Zach was like, that's the bad ending. And I was like, well, of course it is. Of course. Hold on. do that. Doesn't this whole ending kind of seems like the opening? What other spooky games have we been playing? It's been just this and My Friendly Neighborhood. And My Friendly Neighborhood, I thought would be more scary than it is, but it looked interesting. Where My Friendly Neighborhood is an indie game where a television show that is basically Sesame Street, like a Sesame Street, and now basically a Sesame Street clone, but it can't be Sesame Street, which was canceled a couple of years ago, suddenly starts broadcasting again, and it's broadcasting over regular television. So you are the maintenance man who's told to go to the studios and shut it off, but when you get there, you find out that the puppets have actually come to life. And they hug you to death. It's not it's not as scary as I thought it would be. I think what I'm about to get into in the game, is when they start really turning into scary versions of themselves. But mostly it's just been puppets who are like, really want to hug you, and they won't let you into certain areas. And honestly, to beat some of their bosses, I've just had to sit down with them and have a conversation, which is kind of fun. But I'm at the point of that game where I went to just unplug the big broadcasting satellite, and I fell off the roof and landed in the sewer system of this puppet area, and it looks like the puppets have now kind of turned a little more evil. And they're gonna start. They're probably gonna start actually attacking my ass. But most of the time, it's just been like, it's very much like Resident Evil. It's very Resident Evil. Like in terms of gameplay, but the horror is more of like this disturbing positivity of these puppets that are all over the place. And you have to shoot them with... The cool thing about that game is you shoot them with these guns that are made of... the bullets are letters. So, like, the handgun is like a Rolodex that you shoot just letters at them. And then the shotgun is a book. Like, you load it with a book, and then it shoots a bunch of letters at once. It's pretty cool. The whole design of the game is really great. And I kind of recommend it, because it's a very fun way to do that kind of game, but it is not as scary as I thought it would be. But this kind of, this made up for it. this kind of made up for the scary with the creepiness and the grossness. Kyle Klutz. But I do need... One thing that's definitely going to happen, because we got more time to stream, I'm going to play the different endings of this game based on if you save Zoe or save Mia. Which apparently we can only save women with 3-letter names. Apparently Ethan only talks to women that have real conservative letter economy for their names. He's never going to talk to a Jessica. He's like, keep it to 3 letters or less. When I write you notes, I don't want to be getting tired writing your name. Oh man, how long are these? And I don't want to click through them, because everybody who worked on the game, they deserve their moment in the sun 5 years later after this game came out. And conveniently, they formatted The Baldur's Gate credits were like 30 plus minutes. Holy shnikes. Well, there was a whole lot of shit in that game. They had to account for a lot. And I remember the Red Dead credits being pretty ridiculous, too. Well, dude, just so many people have to work on a game. And if it's a game of any considerable length that has actual voice acting and maybe motion capture, you're talking about, what, like the length of... 3 letters, 2 syllables. Screw you, Eve. Yeah, he wants... He doesn't want 1 syllable. Not a fan of 1 syllable, 3-letter names. Go tell Aunt Rhodey. Wow. I had a bit of a brain freeze there. Oh shit, now we're gonna get into the metal. Shred on some guitar. Yeah. Any spooky movies? I saw Frankenhooker for the first time. Well, as much as I appreciate the pun, I have not seen Frankenhooker, Shadow. I tried to watch... This happened to me, which was really frustrating, and I don't know if this has happened to anybody else. So, as you may or may not know, I did get a month of Peacock, the streaming service, just so I could watch Fast X. Because, you know, I'm part of the familia. The only thing I'll say about it is it's better than 9 and 8 were in some weird way. But I do I do think that the cracks are showing in that franchise, and it's probably a good thing that it's ending soon. So since I got a month of Peacock, I made a big list, and I was like, I'm only gonna watch stuff on Peacock until it goes away. And one of those movies was The Mist, which I had heard I would like, and I wanted to watch it when I can get my full attention, because I was like, I really want to see this movie. I started it, and I started to notice that nobody was cursing, and it started to sound like the TV edit of a horror movie. And then I went over a couple more scenes and realized that was the case, and it started to really bug the fuck out of me, and I stopped watching it because of that. I don't know why a streaming service that I pay for, or I paid for a month, would have the TV edit version of any movie, because that makes no sense. So I watched about 15-20 minutes of The Mist before throwing that out because it was pissing me off. Other than that, I've watched all of the Chucky and Child's Play movies, and then the first episode of the Chucky show, mostly like background watching. And I gotta tell you, I don't think it's as bad as I originally thought it was. Strangely, it has a consistent tone. Probably because they were all written by the same dude. And while they are ridiculous, and you cannot debate the fact that they're ridiculous, I do appreciate that it is a series where it's like, a dude was like, yeah, this is my story, this is my baby, I'm going to take it in the directions I want, and eventually the writer started directing them. And are they the best? No. Are they great movies? Not really. But are they a fun time? Absolutely. I saw Child's Play from 1954. It's a British movie about kids using atomic energy to make popcorn. What's going on now? They're bringing back the... That's kind of a weird ending. There's a whole lot of text. Restarts 5. Mr. Everywhere's destroyed. Oh, 6 of 20. Oh my gosh, there are 18 fucking coins? My lord. Oh shit, nice. Additional free content, not a hero, which looks like the tone is completely different from... The tone looks completely different than the game we just played. That looks like a Call of Duty game. Not a hero. Alright, let's watch the endings of these games and how it changes based on who you pick. But the first thing I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to turn off the Elgato. I have to change my own screen so I can actually see it. Alright. Okay. Oh, this guy already has that gun, eh? Apparently he's played before.
I had to use one of them. There's only one left.
There's only one left. There can't just be one left. What the hell are we gonna do now? It's fine. It was foolish thinking I could escape. But Zoe... Go! Both of you just go! Come with us. I'm sure there's someone who can help.
This is my home. Apparently I belong here.
Okay, well, I didn't know she'd be that fucking passive-aggressive about it.
I'll send help.
Don't bother. There won't be anyone left to help!
Well, to be fair, Zoe, she's my boo thing. Okay. Okay, what is the difference? I saved Mia. Then the game ended there? Holy damn. I guess also this ending makes a little bit more sense.
Ethan? Thank you.
Who the hell else was I gonna choose?
Ethan.
Yeah, it is weird
I know you've been through a lot.
when you save Zoe.
Talk. You had something to do with all this, didn't you? Look, I just want to know the truth.
Ethan, I honestly don't remember.
Bullshit.
Try. Is that the boat? How the fuck did that get here?
So, when you save Zoe, the conversation you have in the boat, you actually say, well, Mia's no good to anybody
You're okay.
anymore. And it's like, well, that was harsh.
What the hell was that? What the fuck? What is that? What is that?
Evelyn, stay away from him.
Why? He doesn't love you. I can make him love you.
Don't hurt him.
Silly, I told you I'm not gonna hurt him.
Don't you dare.
So what? not my mommy. Remember?
Wait, you must have still had to play.
Mia, how?
There's no time. You have to get out of here and find her. Here, take this.
What? Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Saving your life. You need to go. I won't be able to resist for much longer.
No,
Now go kill that little bitch.
no. Mia! No!
So wait, does Mia die no matter what? Because if that's the case, then who the fuck cares about who I picked?
Bitch. Where the fuck are you?
Oh my gosh, I think no, I got that coin.
I'm sure of it. It's not here. It's gone. It's gone!
Even I knew not to check that door. Loser. Oh, I'm very curious.
This is your fault.
Why am I seeing this?
Hey, this dude sucks. This is why I can't watch other people's gameplays.
Ethan, it's okay. It's okay, it's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
Kill him, Mommy.
But you shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts!
Does it want to be my daddy? Then he can die. Now
Sorry.
it's Mommy's turn to kill you.
Detention, full game walkthrough. No commentary.
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nicely.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
I'm gonna vaccinate you. Oh shit! What's happening, Lizzie? I'm watching the ending of the game if I made a different choice. Because I just finished Resident Evil VII, and I kind of want to know what actually changes. I don't think a whole lot. You can just run past her? You can run past her memory? You're just like, peace, deuces?
Get away! No, you don't!
Ow. Get her!
No, don't! Keep away from me! Stop, stop, stop! No! No, no, no!
Take your medicine.
You.
Why does everyone hate me?
Maybe because you're the worst.
Goodbye.
Ew, gross. Gross. Still gross. Really, you're gonna do that right now? Really running the whole table on her. Ow. Ow. There's an update. I said I don't love this game. I know you shot for that. Yeah, this isn't my type of game. I can be honest about that. But I've started to learn as I've been watching more horror movies. I enjoy horror movies. I don't enjoy horror games because I participate in it, and I don't want to do that. Oh shit! That's a cannon. Ow. And from what I understand, this is like one of the really good Resident Evils because they kind of stripped down what that game had turned into. Because it turned into a lot of like overblown BS. I knew that old lady was something. I knew it. Every time she just popped up at random spots, I was like, I don't trust this fucking lady. The whole family was trying to kill me, too, but it was still like, damn. I do not trust this fucking lady. Also, they drop down this gun, but they don't help. All dried up. Gross. And I've never played it, but it's like that game Until Dawn. Which, I mean, from the title you can tell you play it until dawn. And at the very end of the game, all the characters that survive come out and the sun's coming up just like that. Where it's like, all this shit happened in one fucking night? Not the way I inventory manage, but I would have been there 2 days. If we just pack this right. Hey. Sorry we didn't help.
I'm Redfield. I'm glad we found you.
The fuck took you guys so long?
Is like Mia in the chopper with you if you chose her? Yep.
Mia. You made it. I'm glad.
Did I?
And I happen to know, I just think I don't love first-person shooter or just generally shooter games.
They say that when one door closes, another opens.
Oh, then yeah, you might hate
door
Red Dead
closed
Redemption 2, because there's a lot of shooting.
And what a long night
But,
it was. But not just for me.
a lot of
Me and
shooting
I
in that
weren't the
game.
only victims
A lot of the
here.
problems are solved by shooting.
So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way.
Yeah, Evelyn, with your long-ass name.
But now Evelyn's dead. And these guys are here to clean up the mess. I had just come to terms with losing Mia. But now she's back and wants to start over. Put all this behind us. Maybe this is
Oh,
where the
Battlefield's
next door
intense. So that's the only real difference between that and what I played. Mia's in tow, and you don't murder her.
I had to use one of them. There's only one left.
There's only one left. There can't just be one left. What the hell are we gonna do now?
Choose.
No.
I'm sorry. I really am. But Zoe will be able to guide the two of us to safety, and then I can come back for you.
Go. I don't want to hear it. Both of you just go.
Mia.
Go!
I guess this means I'm breaking up with you.
Don't be ridiculous.
You forget. I still have a job to do.
And Zoe's like, I didn't really want to come between you two. Also, this vaguely kind of looks like Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'll send help. Mia's no good to anyone right now.
Mia's no good to anyone right now.
Get out of here in one piece.
Listen. I'm not going back there.
I gotta know what Mia was up to. What the hell was that?
Oh yeah, she just
her.
dies.
Evelyn doesn't want us to leave. No! No! Evie! Please!
Zoe?
Evie!
Zoe? Zoe! What the fuck?
Yeah, what was the point of saving her if she just dies so quickly afterwards? And then instead of... And then after you get saved by Mia, she turns and then you have to kill her.
Mia! No! No!
Yeah, that's a bummer. Anyway. But I do want to watch something else, because I do happen to know how this happens, and I just want to see it for myself, because I don't think I'll play this game anytime soon.
Strange eyes upon her, the girl recalled Mother's scary bedtime tales, and her throat became bone dry. Then the Bat Lord appeared. He greeted her warmly and bit his own wing. Come, child.
Wait, hold on. That seems like it just started in the middle of it.
Strange eyes.
Okay, well, I don't like that. There we go. That's better.
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest
This also
greeted
assumes
them
that you
with a dark,
saved Mia
cold
instead of
silence. The
murdering
bushes
her ass like
empty.
I did.
Yet determined to find the berries,
Well, it was
the
in
rascal
self-defense.
broke
I didn't
free
murder
from
her.
Mother's grasp and vanished
Did kill
into
her
the trees.
in self-defense.
Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine and under branch, and into the forest deep. Feeling strange eyes upon her, the girl recalled Mother's scary bedtime tales, and her throat became bone dry. Then the Bat Lord appeared.
The Bat
He greeted
Lord.
her warmly and bit his own wing. Come, child, quench your thirst, he said. So she drank the thick, dark blood and smiled with joy. Passing through the graveyard, menacing storm clouds loomed,
This is pretty
and
dope.
the air turned
I feel like-
bitingly cold. The girl was shivering in her thin clothes. Then a dark weaver appeared, and with a click of his fingers,
The Dark
crafted
Weaver.
mist into a beautiful
A lot of good metal
dress.
band names.
Come, child,
Bat Lord.
warm yourself, he coaxed. So she
Something
clothed
Weaver
herself
that I've already forgotten.
and smiled with joy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Across waters
They-
deep and ominous, she
They really would
went,
110% on
hoping
the
a boat she
on
found
the
would
opening
carry
art
her
style.
home. But hunger's grip tightened and her heart grew heavy.
I feel like
Then the fish
if
king
people started
appeared
playing this,
and
they'd be like,
offered
"What
one of his
indie game did I
many
accidentally
things.
buy instead of
Come,
Resident Evil
child,
8?"
Eat your fill. So the girl ate and smiled with joy once more. Continuing
Hold on, I'm gonna go back because
she
I
soon
missed the name
entered
of
the
that
forest
creature,
dark.
which I'm sure is a cool metal band name.
Across waters deep and ominous she went, hoping a boat she found would carry her home. But hunger's grip tightened and her heart grew heavy. Then the Fish King appeared.
Fish King,
and
not as
offered
cool a
one
metal
of
band
his
name.
many fins. Come, child, eat your fill. So the girl ate and smiled with joy once more. Continuing on, she soon entered the forest's dark heart. Then an iron steed appeared, bearing
Iron
a
steed.
beautiful golden gear. The creature said nothing as the girl approached and snatched what she thought was another gift. The horse grew angry and summoned the other monsters. Terror filled the girl's heart as the wild wind rose around the beasts. Suddenly, a witch appeared, dark, yet regal. We gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more in turn is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror.
I don't think that baby's gonna even know what the fuck you're talking about. The baby's
There,
tiny.
she's asleep.
What is with the creepy story? She's only 6 months old.
Yeah, amen.
Woman at the store said it was traditional. A local tale. Besides, Rose doesn't seem to mind.
Because she doesn't understand it. Thank God. We moved here so that she wouldn't have to deal with any of that, remember?
There's nothing wrong with my memory.
Okay, well, yeah.
You're just being paranoid.
Fucking
It's not-
snapped at me. Holy balls.
Never mind. I'm sorry. But I'm not paranoid. I'm just cautious.
Also, I don't.
Then, go cautiously take your daughter to bed.
Also, I think. I don't like the way the baby. I don't like how Mia looks completely fucking different than the way she looked in the other game I just played.
It's okay, Rose. Your mother doesn't want to remember it.
Rose.
I can't
That's a
blame her.
4-letter name, Ethan. I just picked up the controller like I was gonna play.
Did you say something?
Nothing. I'll put her down.
You start making fun of her. You said to put her down. Sorry. Is that like Peppa Pig? What the fuck? This house is pretty fucking rad. I feel like a 90s kids movie is about to pop off in this house.
Mom got you another new book?
God, what, she wants you to read? Look, teach your kids young. Don't read. Watch movies.
Oh, Mia. What a miracle.
I will say there needs to be a little more lighting in this place.
Three years ago, I couldn't even imagine something like this would happen.
How long is this? 20 minutes? Because I want to get to the part that I know happens in the opening of this game, but I don't know if
Taste of
they're...
music's definitely improved over the years.
You mean mine has?
Bitch! You listen to trash, dog. He just starts making fun of his wife. You listen to garbage.
Once you're a big girl, we'll have a drink together, all right?
So what, 16? I'm lying, I'm joking. I'm joking. But wait till you're 21, kids. Then your mind can handle
You
alcohol.
hungry? No? Maybe later then.
Don't get too close to me when I'm cooking, babe. Hurry up and put Rose to sleep, will you?
You want me to put her to
Hey,
bed?
What are you doing, mister?
Are you trying to cook the baby, Ethan? What the fuck? Put the baby to bed, Ethan. Fuck. He doesn't even look at the fridge. He doesn't even look at the fridge. There's shit all over the house. You don't look at the fridge. There's tons of stuff on that fridge. Are you gonna put the baby in the fridge? What do you... Or the freezer? What
Mia
the
makes
fuck?
everything by hand, so this stuff keeps piling up.
The guy who did this gameplay. I don't know, man. It just frustrates me. Look at the fridge. Thank you, Lord. Of course there's stuff on the fridge. That baby's like, ah!
Her birthday will be here before we know it.
They grow up fast. Let's just enjoy it while we can.
Rice cereal, banana puree, sweet potato pie. Ethan, don't give her any sugar or honey, and no mushrooms. Okay, Ethan? Fuck. You and your goddamn mushrooms, Ethan. You keep trying to push mushrooms on Rose, and I'm not gonna have it. Okay? I hate mushrooms. Mushrooms suck. I actually like mushrooms. I just thought it'd be funny. Mia was super anti-mushrooms.
She's going to grow up beautiful.
You don't know that. And you're
Once things
biased.
warm up, we can go for a walk.
Hey! Keep it down.
Just making sure it's locked.
How do you know? You don't know. We don't know if she's allergic. Maybe the baby just hates mushrooms. I love how they cover up mirrors in this game so you never know what Ethan looks like.
There. It's like I said to your mom. That book's too scary for you.
Yeah, but the movie looked awesome. Are you gonna put the baby in the shower? What are you doing, Ethan? Even though this is exactly what I would do. I'd be like, I'm checking every inch of this fucking house.
Your mama and I love this song so much.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Your mom and I love this song so much. Ba-na. It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked. Everybody sucks. You want to know why? Well, you want to justify ripping someone's head off. The one where Grover's afraid of the monster.
Gotta do a deep clean before Rose starts walking around.
Historical look at the architecture of Eastern European castles. Read a bedtime story. The one where Grover's afraid of the monster at the end of the book. Hey, you know what? A couple can like any song. Any song can be a couple song. Even like really weird shit. Committee completed the investigation. 18th into the Dolby taxi. Louisiana. Concluded the death was caused by a leak of natural gas that had built up. And the murder. Jack Baker and his family were exposed to the gas. Ethan and his wife were also believed to be... entire area has been closed off by officials who believe it'll be at least 10 years before the area is habitable again.
Everyone's forgotten about this already.
Not anybody who's played it. Fuck. I'm not going to forget this game. Crazy. I just really hope it gets to the part that I know happens in this opening. And I don't want to hype it up too much. I just want to see it happen.
Almost there, honey.
Checking it out. Where is this child's room? The child is in the farthest room of the house, so it'd be hard to get to in case of emergency. Obviously. That's just good parenting. Rose is closed for tomorrow. Maybe that's not what Rose wants to wear. Maybe Rose is thinking, you know, jeans and a t-shirt. Oh my gosh, is the fucking office attached to the baby's room? Oh, hold on. Finally settled down our new life in Europe. They don't say where in Europe, so that could be anywhere in Europe. Frank Lloyd wrong. That's a great joke. That's a great pun. So I feel like part of me is trapped in that hellhole back in Louisiana. General country of Europe. Mia doesn't like to talk about it, but I really fast in our heads. Beyond that much, at least. I know Mia knows this too. She would have exploded like that at the hospital if she didn't care. He's writing his daily blog. He's like, "Hey fam, how's it going? Saw some shit." Rosemary Winters. Results in good health. Oh shit, they're testing it for fungus. There's a recipe at the end.
Rose is fine.
He's like, "Hey guys, Ethan here. Daddy influencer. Oh, little monkey.
Well, hi there, little Rose.
Oh, that's a little monkey. There's a little daddy monkey and a little kid monkey." Rose's favorite toy. Is it, or are you just telling her it's her favorite toy? Gun survivalist. Heavy firearms manual.
Really out to get you.
Nothing like stacking a bunch of gun books next to where your child sleeps. Here's the true horror. Childbirth, right, guys? Oh, scary.
Like this forever.
That's so ominous. Of course it's not going to. Like, what an amazing beginning to a horror game. I wish things could stay like this forever. Yeah, of course they're not.
Your mother waiting. She's scary when she's angry. Time for bed.
Women, am I right? Dude, just put the baby in the crib. Fuck.
There you go, sweetheart. Don't you worry. I'll be right downstairs. Daddy won't let those weird fairy tale monsters get you.
Come on. Please do not cut off before what I want to see. Also, don't be a jump scare. That'd be pretty uncool of you. Even though I did this to myself. Hey, babe. Mac and cheese.
Is she okay?
Sleeping
Traditional
like,
European dinner.
like a baby.
Kraft mac and cheese and Oscar Mayer wieners.
It smells good. What's that?
Oh, hands off, mister. It's ciorba de legume. It's a local recipe.
You knew it was a recipe.
Wow, you've gone full native, haven't you?
Local wine, too.
Oh, shit.
But if you're gonna keep sulking all evening, maybe you shouldn't have any.
She made dinner for 8.
You really have to stop worrying.
They work out a lot. They need a lot of calories.
The pregnancy, Chris moving us here, military training, it all happened so fast, you know?
Well, at least we're all together. You, me, Rose. Now, everything's gonna
Seriously? Think we can just forget about what happened in Louisiana?
It happened so long ago. I don't understand why you are so...
Mia, get down! Mia!
Damn, son. Oh my god. Holy shit. She got torched, dude. Yeah, I was told about this intro and I was like, I gotta see this happen.
Oh, God. Chris? What the hell?
Sorry, Ethan.
No!
Okay, I think you got her.
Why?
Go move! All clear.
Rose? What the hell you doing with my daughter?
They're telling you right now what happened to the baby.
Sir. Take him away.
I said, get your hands off her!
Ethan, no.
Also, these characters look completely fucking different from the last game.
Rose.
Get him out.
Can he give her one goodbye kiss? Could he get a kiss from a rose? On the grave? Ooh, the more I hear, the stranger it feels. Sorry. Yeah. Did they prop him up next to a side table?
Hey, Doc.
Hello, Mr. Winters. I've got your daughter's results back, and I'd like you to come in to talk about them. How about next Thursday, 4 o'clock?
No problem. We'll be there. That was the doc. She'll see us next week. Hey, now. Think positively, all right? We talked about this.
I know. We hardly talk about anything else. I keep telling you, it's not Rose that I'm worried about.
Well, then what are you worried about? Look, she's gonna be fine. I just know it. What else matters?
We matter, Ethan! You matter! You just
Mia, what are you talking about? Is there something you're not telling me? Come on, talk to me. Damn it. I have to take this.
It's from work. Ow. Oh, is he outside? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. They had him in a transport vehicle.
Jesus.
Ethan is a survivor, dude.
About damn time. What's your status? Is the package safe?
What are you talking about? Where's Chris Redfield? And Rose?
Who is this? This is a secure channel. You are not authorized to walk over.
Fuck.
I'm not going to be that
What the
guy,
hell happened
because obviously I'm not an expert on relationships, but they probably should have broke up after that huge thing in Louisiana. Eliminate target, recover body, secure Rosemary Winters and Ethan Winters, and move Site C for further investigation. Obviously, the solution was to have a child. Well, what I've learned about most relationships, you need to have a child if things start to get rocky, because it's just going to solve all the problems. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Stop it. Well, Resident Evil 7 and the beginning of Resident Evil 8. Secure channel on an iPhone 7 for crying out loud. Also, the big issue here is that I want a story, but not the gameplay. Well, that's what sucks. Like, and I guess we can end with a little conversation with everybody. Because there's been times where it's like, man, I really want to go back and play that game, but I don't have the time. So I'll watch a gameplay video so I can get the story. But when you do that, it sucks because like the player, maybe it's just my own anxiety, which I blame that for everything. I want the opposite. I mash buttons to skip the story to get to gameplay, but we all lose with those games. Like, I get really frustrated watching someone play, like, Red Dead Redemption, because they make decisions I never would. Like, which is so annoying, because a game like Red Dead Redemption, it's like, oh, there's so much story there, and I'd love to watch certain sections of it, and then the second I do, the minute the guy takes the wheel of the gameplay, you're like, dude. so you get all the parts. But yeah, like, there are people that do their darndest, and it really sucks because it's like they do their darndest to make the movie version of the game they're playing, and then the second it starts, you're like, yeah, but your character wouldn't be dumb enough to do that if this was a movie. Sorry, Kirk, we all can't play horseshoes for 12 hours like you want. The drama of a horseshoes game, Shadow, is amazing, is next level. It also made me think, like, the reason nobody has made a Quidditch game is because the game makes no sense. Yep. Books. Books. Books are lame. Books are for nerds. Movies. Video games. I love books so much. Nerd? Keeping in mind, I recently read 2 books based in the NYPD Blue universe twice. No, they're not. No, books are cool. I have like, it's weird because I don't read a lot, and that's obvious by how dumb I am. Movie with subtitles are better than books. But I'll get into a mode where it's just like, damn it, I want to read. I just want to read some shit, and then I'll end up reading like a big ass book or a couple of books. And I remember at one point I saved a list of books where someone's like, oh, you like Bioshock? You should get these 2 books. And I was like, I need to get those books because I really like Bioshock. I even read the book on Bioshock. RPG video games are just interactive books. I recently bought the Maria Bamford book. Maria Bamford has a book? I love Maria Bamford. Maria Bamford's one of my favorite stand-ups. I haven't seen her most recent special yet, but I love Maria Bamford. I think Maria Bamford is so underrated. I feel like it's kind of annoying that it's like, I know she will never have like the crazy commercial success of a really popular stand-up, but I'm like, dude, she's so fucking funny. Bioshock was the first game you were playing when I met you. Was it the 24-hour stream where I played Bioshock 2? Or was it when I was playing Bioshock 1 all the way through? Which means I still need to play Bioshock Infinite at some point. I could try another... Yes. Well, I asked one or the other. The 24-hour stream. Bioshock Dose. With Bioshock Minerva's Den, which I think is one of the best pieces of DLC ever made. Yeah, that was a good one. I started to fall asleep while playing the game. That's what's worrying me about this movie stream. Downloaded content? Downloadable content? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Downloadable content. Even though downloadable is one word. But I guess DC Comics would be pretty pissed off. That's stupid. And I know that there's downloadable content for Resident Evil 7, but I was like, nah. Yeah, I'll give that a meow. I don't know. I'll give that a meow. And you were told to jump in a cold shower, and I did. And that'll wake yo ass up, faux sure. I have a feeling I'm gonna need to do that this year. Cold showers, multiple tea and or coffee runs. I don't think I'm gonna do energy drinks again, because I don't want my heart to explode. But yeah, I do gotta work out. I gotta work out. I also gotta work out some healthier eating, because I remember the last couple times I was like eating pizza for both lunch and dinner, and I think that was, one, it was making it smell very weird in here, and two, it was kind of gross. And I was definitely getting loopy, because I remember very specifically putting Italian cheese bread into the monster and eating it and saying it tasted like cinnamon rolls. And I was like, that's insane, because cinnamon rolls are delicious. So I thought maybe at that point I might have been losing it a little bit. Might have been losing it a tad. Which is not what you want to do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're insane. It was delicious. Okay? It was delicious. It was the weirdest moment. I've been wanting to recreate it, but it's like I don't want to actually buy those two elements to do it again. When I'm not, like, doesn't seem like a very sane thing to do. But yeah, that's happening. That's happening in less than 2 weeks. And obviously, I'm not going to be doing a Sunday stream. I'm not going to do 24 hours and then 9 hours after stopping do another stream. So Saturday, November 4th, 24 straight hours, public domain movie marathon. I've already kind of given a preview of some of the incentives. $25 donated to Children's Hospital. You're going to be allowed to write something on a plain gray shirt I will be wearing. I will have Sharpies at the ready to take off that gray shirt and write something down on it. Obviously, it has to be somewhat appropriate. Do not make me write hate speech. Don't be an a-hole. And then also, $35 donation. You can request a film for me to do a blockbuster review on. Obviously, I would appreciate that if it was a film that I could easily find or rent. Oh shit, Lizzie wants 2 hats. Okay, well now Lizzie is just dropping Kirk bucks. Kind of appreciate it because it helped me find all the spots I have sweat through on my shirt. Cheers. Milk cheers. So yeah, $35. You can pick a movie for me to do a blockbuster review. If you don't know what that is, over on YouTube. I haven't made a lot recently. I've been trying to ease my way back into a rhythm that makes sense after some movement and some other stuff, and I just haven't been able to really introduce it back into my work, I guess you'd call it. So I think this will be a fun way to jumpstart it. You drop a little bit of money towards, I will think through a list of movies I thought were bonkers, and I would love to listen to you watch. I'm debating some other incentives, but honestly, let me reveal some of my own insecurities and holdups about the situation. I don't want to do things that actually torture me. Like, there's people that are taking like hot sauce shots and like shaving their head. Some of them, it's like, oh, you give sometimes like, oh, you give $100, I'll get a tattoo of something you want. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. That's a little bit of crazy town. Not gonna happen with me. No, thank you. But I don't have a problem with tattoos. I just can't get them. I've learned that about myself. I cannot get them. I don't have any. I now cannot get any. I think I've talked about it before on a stream. I've had things in my life where it's like, I would love to get that tattooed, and then I found out things about those things I wanted tattooed, where it was like, I'm so glad I don't have that tattoo to regret. So I won't be doing things like that. But I also I don't want to ask someone to spend a bunch of money for something else. Alternatively, tattoo your name on your body. No, I'm not going to do that. Or glasses. I'm not going to do that either. I can't do it. Now it's an anxiety thing where I know if I ever got a tattoo, I'd want to change it. And then I know that I can't unless I add to it. And then if I add to it, it just gets bigger. And also, I wouldn't want, like, part of my body to have a tattoo and then the other side not. Like, it'd be asymmetrical, and that would bother me. It's just not going to happen. It can't happen. I appreciate tattoos. I love the art of tattoos. I think they're very cool. I appreciate them on other people. I think if you want to get one, 100%. I think you can have opinions on the tattoo itself in terms of content and placement, but it's like, get them if you want. But for me, I just can't anymore. Like, the window that I could have and then just lived with the consequences has now passed. Like, now I would overthink it so much that it just wouldn't happen. And it's a bummer. I know my dad's happy about it. My father was very anti-tattoo, still is. And I think that was part of his evil plan. I'll buy you temporary tattoos for your birthday. Thank you. That's very nice of you. You know what I could do? Actually, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you're sparking something. They have those, like, temporary tattoos that are basically a pen, but they don't come off for like 3 or 4 weeks. Tattoos hurt like hell. Tattoo something useful, like the quadratic formula or how to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. Shadow, I enjoy your utilitarian view of tattoos. Get something you can use. Get the instructions for CPR. Get basic survival skills tattooed on your arm. Seems like an obvious thing to me. I'm wearing 2 fucking hats right now. One thing that I kind of wanted that was, like, really esoteric, and I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about when I talk about this. So when, like, you get, like, a card for, like, health insurance, sometimes it'll come in, like, the perforated thing, and there's a spot for 2. It doesn't bother me that I have 2 hats on. It's just I looked over at myself in the screen and I was like, what in the hell? I'm wearing 2 hats. Switch to the mental vacation hat. This hat's kind of small. It'll also be the hair. I have so much hair now. What was I talking about? I can do those, like, really long temporary tattoos. That's an idea. Now I only have 2 weeks, so I gotta get it together. Even less than 2 weeks. I wonder if you can get custom ones made. The place I saw, they have, like, a lot of generic ones, but then they have a pen. So I wonder if I can do, like, 25 for the shirt, 50 or more, something else to have it on my body. Yeah, if I remember correctly. I'd have to look it up again. It's been a while since I saw this, but you just reminded me. So I'd have to look for it. But I vaguely remember them being like, here are some like generically pre-made ones, and then here's just a pen that you can go wild. And I thought it'd be fun because I remember when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I should buy that and have my roommate at the time, Sean, who's a very good artist, just go up to Sean and be like, okay, so here's what I want you to do. I'll like buy dinner or maybe I'll buy you a bottle of something. I want you to just spend like 2 or 3 hours drawing something awesome on my arm with this. As long as it's not offensive. And then I want to convince my dad that I got a full sleeve of black and white tattoos. And then and then as it slowly comes off, be like, yeah, this was all temporary. I found it. Uh-oh. I'll send you the link. Absolutely. Thank you. So that's an idea. That's an idea right there in the bag. The milestones for the money raise, because that's what I was talking about, the charity stream. The milestones for the oh, thank you. I just received it. The milestones for the charity raising and whatnot. It's all based on how many dollars per movie. So like the first milestone is if you paid $5 per movie in the 24-hour stream, it'd be this much. It was $10 per movie. I just felt like that was a fun way to delineate the progress. I will say that the goal is $750. Obviously, I would love more than that. But what the secret goal under the goal is I want to get past 560 because that's how much I raised last year. I just want to be able to say that I raised more money than last year, which is like, any dollar helps. And I really started doing these because I wanted to be a part of them. I've seen them before, and I just wanted to do something fun, like a 24-hour stream. So that's why I'm also not like, yeah, the goal is 20 grand. All right, let's raise enough money for a used car. No, let's just let's have some fun, some laughs. Let's watch some movies and raise some money for kids. You and your brother could get different dinosaurs on your limbs and put them together to form the Megazord. Shadow, while that's a great idea, my brother and I have had extensive talks about getting tattoos that come together. Unfortunately, none of them are Dinozord or Megazord related. Most of them are Back to the Future or NYPD Blue related. I know the one that I was like kind of close to getting, that I was like, that would actually be very, very cool. We wanted to get both halves. No, Kyle hates the Deedles. Kyle was very upset that I told him to watch Meet the Deedles. He was very angry. I understand. It's not a good movie. But he was, because Kyle, Kyle in some ways respects my, in some ways, I say in some ways, Kyle in some ways respects my movie recommendations. Not completely, but he'll give it a shot. And when I said, I was like, dude, I just can't stop watching this Meet the Deedles movie, and I don't understand. He's like, okay, I'll watch this shit. And he threw it on Disney Plus, and then he started texting me. He's like, what the fuck is this? And he was not happy that he was watching. So no, he will not be down with the Deedles tats. Unfortunately. Very unfortunate for folks like myself who love the Deedles. No, we wanted to. He suggested, and I really liked it. He suggested getting the clock tower photo from Back to the Future 3, but he gets Doc Brown, and then I get Marty McFly, and the picture is ripped. And I was like, but what I told him was, I was like, that doesn't really make any sense. They're not brothers. And his response was, they're brothers in time. I was like, okay, I guess that's a good point. The other suggestion, which I think the reason this isn't going to happen is because we can't really decide who gets who, was we saw someone, I wish I remembered their name. I'd have to contact them if we did do this for sure. Because it's their artwork, and I feel like, not that I have to ask them necessarily, but I just like would like to let them know and see if they have like their blessing. Somebody made a caricature drawing of one gets 80s Crispin Glover, one gets 50s Crispin Glover. But somebody did a caricature drawing of Andy Sipowicz and just Andy Sipowicz from NYPD Blue. And I was like, if we could get one of us puts Sipowicz, and then the other person in the same spot puts the same type of drawing, but of Simone from NYPD Blue, that would be a very, very cool tattoo. And I mean, we talked about it a little bit, and then ultimately I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna actually do that. I can't do it, man. And what really sealed it is there have been bands, creators, musicians, writers, movies that I have really, really liked, that have been some of my favorite things on earth. Get Sipowicz on your butt for the ass shot. Things that I love very much, that things come out about them, or about the piece of art itself, or the creation of it, where it's like, wow, I don't want to support those people. And then there are others, like getting a Lego tattoo. Doesn't seem that crazy. I've built a lot of Legos. I spent a lot of money on Legos. I think Legos are a very creative, very cool thing. And I think the people at the head of Lego aren't necessarily bastard men. But I don't know everything about the people at Lego. For all we know, we're going to find out just out of nowhere that they've been funding crazy shit. And it's like, oh, I don't want to, you know, have that happen after I get the tattoo. Another one would probably be like, I had another one on deck and now it's just gone. Just gone out the window. But you know, you just don't want to... Oh, South Park. Where it's like, I have watched every episode of South Park. I have said I think South Park is the best cartoon in the history of cartoons. I think it beat out The Simpsons by not going too long, which The Simpsons has, but South Park has kind of stayed relevant after all these years. But I can't get a South Park tattoo because of what that represents to other people. You know? I know you're not supposed to think about other people when you get tattoos. You're thinking about yourself. But a person can react very negatively to something very simple. A symbol, a word, you know? And you don't want to ruin somebody else's experience of life because of something that improved yours. And also, South Park is still going, and they've done some shit I don't agree with, you know? They've had some shit on their show where I'm like, that's not very cool. It hasn't happened a lot. And it hasn't been on anything that was, like, religion-based or politically based. It was more of, like, I don't really like your take on that thing. Vinny tattoo. But also, people shouldn't let your life impact theirs. You're not actively causing them harm. True. True. And a Vinny Price. Oh my gosh. So, I'm not assuming anyone watched or listened, but I did do the Link FM with Ben Moyer and Mike Miller. Is that his name? Oh my gosh, I don't want to fuck up his name. But I did the Link FM weekly show, weekly podcast. I know they're on the YouTube and they're on where you find a podcast. And I started talking to them about this stream, about the podcasts and whatnot. And at one point, Ben, who was a part of the show early, kind of stepped away for a little while, occasionally shows up, But Ben asked about Vinnie Price, and we started talking about Vinnie Price. And then, just basically out of nowhere, I was like, we should probably talk about who Vinnie Price is, and that his name is Vincent Price, because there's probably a lot of people who have no fucking idea who that is. And Mike was one of them who's like, yeah, who is Vinnie Price? And it's like, Vincent Price is, sorry, I got completely distracted by just trying to make sure that I said this gentleman's last name correctly, because I don't want to be rude, and I literally can't frickin' find it. But yeah, it's... Where was this? Oh, there's the show, thelink.fm. It's on YouTube. It's on podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. The Link FM, I did an episode with them talking about just making stuff, really. And Vinnie Price came up, and it was just like, you have to tell people who Vinnie... You have to explain who Vinnie Price is. Because Vinnie Price is... I'm not saying I came up with Vinnie Price at all. But I am going to say that Vincent Price, especially nowadays, is not like common knowledge. There's not a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, Vincent Price, love that guy. I've also, to go back to the 24-hour movie marathon that'll be happening November 4th. I did pick out 2 Vincent Price movies to be alternates if the other public domain movies get too much and we just need a little Vinnie Price shot to the arm. That's something else. I haven't figured out exactly how to introduce the Vinnie Price switch out. One, because there are some movies where it's like, I'm not going to pick a Vinnie Price over this movie. I really want to rewatch that movie. And then also, it's like telling somebody, hey, spend money on this switch out. By the way, I've picked the movies for you, and you may not even know what the movie is. But because we have done... I have rewatched The Last Man on Earth on this podcast already. It's a great Vinnie Price movie. Public domain, awesome. Last Man on Earth. And I've also rewatched The House on Haunted Hill. Not as good as The Last Man on Earth, but pretty fun. Also public domain. A House on Haunted Hill. There was a remake, I think, in the early 2000s or late 90s that is atrocious. I don't recommend it. I believe the entire thing's on YouTube. That's where I watched it, because I was like, I don't want to rent this. I have a feeling it'll be bad. And I was correct. But because I've watched those, and there's questions about whether or not The Tingler, is actually in the public domain, which is a Vinnie Price movie that I thought was in the public domain, and then I got a copyright claim on YouTube, and I was like, I don't know what's going on here, but I didn't want to risk it. So I picked out 2. So on November 4th, if it's feeling a little low and we need a shot of Vinnie Price, I have The Bat, which was a Vinnie Price horror movie, as well as Shock, which they technically have as a drama, but I think I remember really liking Shock as a movie. So Shock and The Bat are available on deck for the stream. I also went through and downloaded those movies to make sure that I won't have any issue trying to find them. So yeah, I now just need to work out fun ways to keep people watching without torturing myself. Definitely going to look into that temporary tattoo situation. But I'm going to make that expensive. And also, I might regulate, because every one of the goals is kind of regulated. Like, obviously, if you pay to have me write something on the shirt, I'm not going to write something intentionally offensive or just out of pocket. If you pay for a Blockbuster review, I'm not gonna review porn. Like, I'm not gonna review a movie that's just adult entertainment or also out of pocket. Like, I don't want to fucking review Birth of a Nation if I don't have to. Yeah. Is there access to a dog? Pay to co-stream with Max. The problem, and I guess this might be where it gets a little sad. Max is acting a little strange. He also doesn't like... He's such a weird dog. He doesn't really like being held on a chair. Or, like, held up. So I'm not 100% sure how to get him into the stream where he'll actually be comfortable. Is there access to a dog? Pay to co-stream with Max. Maybe I can do something like that. Have just a Max pop in. But yeah, lately Max has been kind of if he is not directly hanging out with a person, like near the couch or getting his food ready, like Max has been going to his bed and sleeping. So Max is getting up there in age, and I also don't really want to... I don't want to disturb him more than I have to. He's just a sleepy old man. Yeah, he's sleepy, and I don't want to drag him out and kind of bring him up to the camera. Because that would be cool. I would honestly have probably said let's do that idea if he hasn't been so sleepy and not into it lately. So, which is a bummer, because Max is dope. It's just I don't want to keep ripping him awake from a nap and be like, hey, say hi to the people, and he'll just be like, meh. And then the second I put him down, he'll go back to his bed and get the hell away from me. So that is a bummer though, because Max is dope. Little long-haired dachshund man. I've also thought of if there was a way, because that's the other thing about the whole streaming culture and content creator things. I don't want to put up something where it's like, pay this much money to do a private movie session, mostly because this isn't like a huge... There's nothing wrong with anybody here or anybody that watches. We don't have the situation where there are tons of people watching and then there are people that want to pay more to watch exclusive content. You know, like it's not, we're not at a point where there are people just chomping at the bit to watch Gremlins with me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be like, here, pay $150 and I'll be doing a private stream out of Discord, when it's like, I mean, we show up every week, dog. Like, that doesn't seem right. Because those incentives to me are like, oh, come on, dude, really? Hey, pay $200 and pretend to be my friend for an hour and a half. And I'm like, that's not cool. That's not a very cool thing to do. I'm not at that level of disillusionment where it's like, hey, pay to hang out with me. I want to get money for these kids. We're all friends here. Exactly. We're all open arms friends. So yeah, that's November 4th. Whole lot of talking about it this stream. Probably because the game ended. November 4th, 24 straight hours of public domain movies. The link to the Extra Life page is through the About Me section of Twitch. Also, if you go to my Instagram, Kirk has glasses everywhere on every social media platform. If you go to Instagram specifically, there's a link tree Do the opposite. Start with a solo stream, and we pay more to get access for more people. Dear God, I need more people in here. Take my money. Do the opposite. Start with a solo stream, and we pay more to get access for more people. Oh man, I was on a track. I was on a track, and then I lost it completely. Probably because of the lack of sleep. So before the 24-hour stream, I still will be streaming a horror movie tomorrow and one more horror movie at the very end of the month. Mondays are still for movies, and this whole month it's been horror movies. They haven't been great horror movies. The last one, House of Horror, was the close to a decent movie. It just was titled really poorly and made some odd decisions. But tomorrow, I'll actually give you a preview. Not a trailer or anything. I'll just tell you what the movie is. Tomorrow is a movie from the 70s. A movie called Satan's Triangle. Which... Start your jokes here. Satan's Triangle is tomorrow at 7 p.m.-ish Pacific Standard Time. Tomorrow. Have you seen Satan's Triangle, Shadow? I apologize, but I got a list of one set of horror movies together, and then it turned out some of them have nudity in it, and I had to change. And then this one was like the alternate that I just had to bring out because I didn't know that one movie would actually have nudity in it until the 0 hour. But Satan's Triangle, movie from the 70s, I believe it was a TV movie, so the likelihood of actual nudity is low, which is helpful. It just sucks because public domain movies before like the late 60s and 70s. I saw Kavanaugh know what a Satan's Triangle was. He must have had too much beer. Oh goodness. So Satan's Triangle will be tomorrow at about 7 p.m. Pacific time. And then Wednesday I'll be back to My Friendly Neighborhood. I think that game is close to ending too. And I don't know what I'm gonna play because it has to be something horror based, and I only have 2 more sessions? Question mark? Maybe 1. Oh yeah, I'll have only 1 more Monday for a horror game, so I don't know. Prepare your heart for Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, it's been something I've been thinking about, so I might get that thing going. Do you know if there's cross-platform play for Baldur's Gate 3? Oh my gosh. I just gotta... There is not? Alright. They'll have to get the PC version, which I think is fine. I just don't think I really optimized... I didn't really optimize the PC for games. And I don't know how hard it is to run Baldur's Gate. We will be having a long conversation about this post-stream. I look forward to it. Baldur's Gate 3 for probably starting in November. I feel like I should also mention, this is a long way off, but the last week of November, I will most likely not be streaming that whole week. I have that time off for the first time because, spoiler alert, my birthday is around late November. And I've always had a job where they were like, you want time off in late November? You're hilarious. And now I have a different job where that's not their attitude. So I think I'm going to be taking my first ever long vacation during my birthday time. And I want to do a trip. So I probably will not be streaming the last week of November. Just want to put that out there. That I don't plan to be streaming the last week of November. So, Baldur's Gate could be a November thing, except for that last week. But let me just look up some Baldur's Gate information. It will be a forever thing. Overwhelmingly positive. Except for that week in November. But yeah. So, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific time, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific time, and I will be back here Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific time for more Church Has Glasses. I know I said it'd be horror-based, so I don't know exactly what I'll be doing because I just finished Resident Evil 7. I'm pretty sure I'll be finishing My Friendly Neighborhood this Wednesday. So I don't know what will happen next Church Has Glasses. Something horrific, so maybe I'll play a Christian game because those are usually ass and scary. Thank you, everybody that was here. I really appreciate it. Kiwi, thanks for coming by. It was great to talk to you, and it'll be fantastic to talk to you after the stream to figure out some Baldur's Gate information. Lizzie, thanks for coming by. Shadow, anybody who was possibly lurking in the background, I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend and a good rest of your week coming up. Hopefully I will catch some of you, if not all of you, tomorrow for a movie, Wednesday for puppets, and back here Sunday for church. Kirk Has Glasses anywhere that has social media to give, except OnlyFans, because that's, of course... Oh, Kirk has... Did I say Church Has Glasses? Kirk Has Glasses for social media. For OnlyFans, it's Kirk Has Asses. There's nothing posted there, but I got it so nobody else would get it and hold it over me. Have a good one, everybody. Peace to you and to your family and loved ones.